it's a good feeling. I mean, it's a dream to play at the World Cup. We've been preparing for this for 2 years now. And yeah, I'm excited to go out there and showcase myself to the world.
Yeah, you mentioned the 2 years, and obviously, you know, it's not the same 26 guys that are in the squad for all 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
The perseverance you showed to be able to start from that point 2 years ago and to make it this point, how rewarding is that?
It's a great feeling again. To feel like all the work I've put in finally has paid off. It's a good feeling. And I think I'm just gonna continue to keep working leading up to the first game, which is November 5th.
What was it like going through these camps, particularly over the last, really since you guys qualified back in February, the camps leading up, and then how nerve-wracking was it? I mean, I'm sure you're confident in your abilities, but also just not knowing if you're going to make that final call up or not.
Yeah, I mean, you go out there and you're showcasing yourself every single camp. You have to bring it every single camp. So I wouldn't say it's nerve-wracking, but it's just in the back of your mind. I have to do everything I can to be in that final squad, and I think just showing my perseverance, mentality, all of that has really helped get me into that squad.
You and Pedro are the only two USL championship guys. I guess first of all, how cool is that to just be kind of carrying that badge of honor? You look at the squad, it's littered with dudes in Europe and MLS, but you and Pedro are showing that there's quality in USL championship as well.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool. He's a guy who off the field he's the coolest guy ever. I hang out with him here and there. And just to, us to come from the USL Championship to be out there and go represent the championship on the World Cup stage is really cool.
You mentioned the 2-year trajectory, and that's 2 years you've now been with Legion. How has playing in full professional ranks helped you prepare for this moment?
I think the biggest thing has definitely been like the maturity part. I think playing with men every single day, training day in day out with men has been a big thing. Physically I think I'm bigger than most guys my age, so yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, and I know I've asked you this before when you've come back from camps, but what's it like, obviously, like you said, going up against men here and then taking that transition when you get called into a camp where I'm sure the physicality isn't as much, and you could probably impose your own physicality a little bit more because you're playing in these professional ranks.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the league is it's more of an intense, more than like physical league, more than tactical. So just switching from intense physical to tactical perspective I think it's not hard, but it takes a little bit getting used to, and yeah, I think I've adapted pretty well.
How excited are you just to go to Qatar and with this? I know you've obviously played in CONCACAF qualifiers and stuff like this, but would this be the first time you participated in a full world tournament?
Besides U-17 or CONCACAF, yeah, this is the first time it's really out there in the world, so pretty excited.
Yeah, I guess kind of just talk about that excitement a little bit. You get to travel to Qatar and you're playing in a World Cup.
Yeah, I think not many people get this opportunity, like the 21 players that will go out there and play with the U.S. badge. So we go out there and we're going to know that we have a country on our backs. We're representing our family, our country, and we're going to do everything we can to honor that.
You look at the U20s just made a run at the quarterfinals. The U-17s has had success in the past. I guess how much do y'all hold past results and to kind of be like, okay, we need to take it a step further?
I mean, obviously we want a team, or we want to make history. I think the farthest U-17 youth national team the U.S. has made it is the semifinals. Mm-hmm. And obviously, our expectations are high. We want to make it to the finals. We want to win the whole thing. So, I think for us, we're just focused on our group. We're not caring about past results, whatever. It's just we're gonna take it game by game.
What was it like when you got the call? And I'm sure there's probably something in the back of your mind that you kind of expected it, but still just to get that call and then you hear Ramiz, Hamouda, you're coming to the World Cup.
It was like a big relief, all the work I've put in these last 2 years. It's just like a big weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm super excited, a bunch of emotions going on, and yeah, I'm ready to go out there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really get to rest. You have this week with Legion, and then you're heading out. Going to Atlanta?
We'll be in Abu Dhabi for the pre-camp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, when do you kind of focus? When does the switch kind of click from going from celebrating to making the squad to now, okay, preparing for your group and all that stuff?
Just I think now the work I put in now, leading up to when I'm with the squad, and the work we put in the pre-camp and the few days that we train before the first game it's crucial.
What, either on the field, off the field, what are you looking to bring to the squad?
Honestly, I think I'm a player who likes to take risks in the back. I think I'm a different type of profile center back from some of the guys on the team, and yeah, I think I'm just going to bring those abilities to the team and hopefully help them win.
And then finally, just for the majority of people that haven't played international football, how can you describe it, both just representing your country, but also just how it's a little bit different in terms of playing for a club day in and day out, because it's like you kind of have to rebuild that chemistry a little bit. Yeah.
It's first of all, it's really cool to see other guys, the top players in your age group from all over the country, all over the world. I think just coming in and knowing this is an opportunity that most people our age want and dream of having, and we just go out there and just play with all of our heart. So.
And that's, I know I said finally, but one more. Just
No
the idea of just representing your country, how cool is that on the international stage?
It's an honor. I think to play in a World Cup representing the U.S. It's been a dream of mine ever since I've known about the U-17 World Cup, and watching Matthew before me play there, him telling me about his experience, it's something I really wanted for myself as well. So yeah, now that I'm finally gonna do it, I'm really pumped, excited.